Make sure you label your points. Make sure they're connected. Okay, we've got our pre-image here. Another triangle. And now it's going to say that we want to reduce, or excuse me, we want to change our shape, our pre-image, by a scale factor of 2.5 or 2.5. So, is that going to be a reduction or an enlargement? Enlargement. Okay, so I want you to go down to number 10, and I want you to circle that it's in an enlargement. Okay, because of the scale factor of 2.5. Okay, scale factor of 2.5 is larger than 1, greater than 1, so it's going to give us an enlargement. Okay, so we're going to take points J, negative 1, 1, and we are going to multiply it by our scale factor of 2.5. So that's negative J prime. Negative 1 times 2.5 is going to give me what? Negative 2.5, right? Negative 2.5, comma, and then what's our y value going to be? Our y value? Positive 2.5. Oh, sorry. Yes. That's why. Whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, they should both be negative. Thank you. Yes, both are negative. So we're going to go over negative 2.5, down negative 2.5. So it's going to be kind of floating in the middle of the square. Thank you for correcting me. Okay. Then K. Oh, that works. Nope, I want blue. K is at negative 2, 1, and we're going to multiply that by a scale factor of 2.5, so that K prime will be equal to negative 2 times 2.5 is negative 5, very good, comma, 1 times 2.5 is 2.5. Okay, so negative 5, 2.5, K prime, right up there. And then L is at 1, 0. We're going to multiply that by 2, 5. So that L prime, the image, is going to be located at 2 times 1 is 2.5, comma, 0. Very good. So 2.5, 0 is my L prime. Okay, I should connect all my points here. And does it look like we enlarged the shape? Yes. Okay. Which makes sense because it's an enlargement. Okay. Circle. Yeah, there you go. All right. Now, I want you to flip over to the back. There's nothing on the back, which is why we're going to do this one. Okay, now, so far, I have given you a shape. I have given you the scale factor, and I asked you to do what? Enlarge it or reduce it. But now, I'm giving you what? The two shapes, and I want you to find the scale factor. How much is it changing by? Okay, so now we're kind of going backwards. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to write on the back of your paper, I want you to write A, the coordinates for A and A prime, B and B prime, C and C prime. Okay, I want you to go ahead and figure those out. At the top of your paper it says how to find the scale factor. Okay, what does it say? Scale factor equals the new, which is the image, divided by the pre-image. Okay? Alright, so we are going to pick any two values on our pre-image or our image that correspond. Okay? So we can choose points from A, B, or C. What would you like to choose? C, sure. Alright, so we're going to choose from C. Now, if I choose an X value from C, do you think I need to choose the X or the Y value for C prime? The X value from C prime, right? Because if I'm going to compare, I need to be able to compare correctly. Okay? I'm not just going to pick up an apple and a banana and say, well, you know, they weigh about the same. Well, they're two different fruits. That's not fair. Okay? I'm not going to pick an X and a Y from the pre-image and the image. I'm going to choose an X and an X. All right, so I'm going to circle those. And so which image is going to go in my numerator? -1 or -3? -1. Very good. So -1, because that's the part from our image. And then my pre-image point is going to be -3. So we've got -1 divided by -3. Okay? And what's -1 divided by -3? Does it reduce?
Yes. Wait, what?
Does it reduce at all?
Oh, no.
No, but what can you tell me about a negative divided by a negative? It's a positive. So it stays 1/3, but a negative divided by negative becomes a positive. So our scale factor is 1/3. Okay? Scale factor is 1/3. So is this a reduction or an enlargement? Reduction, which makes sense. We took our shape and we reduced it, right? It's inside of it. Okay? So this is a reduction. Okay, because we have a scale factor that is less than 1, greater than 0. Okay, so that makes it a reduction.